What a strange drama. That you who came out of man, rising up out of man, and therefore seemingly the Son of Man, if you come out of man, turn around and become man's father. And if God is the father of humanity, and you are the father of the symbol of humanity, which is David, then you are God. For David is the symbol of humanity. All the generations of men, all of their experiences, fused into one grand whole and personified is David. So you had to pass through all the things that men must pass through. You've done it if you arrive at the point of being God the Father. You name all the noble things of the world, you did it. You've experienced everything. And in the end, you come out as God the Father. So self in self and risen is the end of the play. But should you not have it now, while you're functioning here, let me assure you, death does not end this little drama. You do not die. Dead though the body seems, and returns to dust, put it in the oven, cremated, and it's all dust, a little handful of dust. But you do not die. You're instantly restored in a body just like this, only young if you're old, and the same age if you are young. In a world terrestrial just like this, to be confronted with the unfinished dream, and there you will dream it to the very end. No one will escape it. We must dream the dream of life as our forefathers did, so must we. And it will be said of you, as the poet said it, of one that he saw rise from the grave. He might have described his own experience and put it in the third person. This is Shelley. He hath awakened from the dream of life. 'Tis we who, lost in stormy visions, keep with phantoms an unprofitable strife. All these are phantoms, yourself pushed out, and all will play their parts. So in the end, when you stand the test, he no longer calls you slave, because you've been a slave to the dreamer. You did everything that he dreamed, but everything. But in the end, he now changes the relationship. No longer do I call you slave, for a slave knows not what his master is doing. I call you friends, for I have told you all that I have heard from my Father. Here is the awakened one speaking now as Father, and he tells you that your Father and his Father are one Father. So go and tell my brothers, I am ascending unto my Father and your Father, unto my God and your God. Now he speaks in the state of the Father and calls you friends. And those that he can single out and call friends, they are leaving the state of the slave, where the dream is coming to an end. In their case, in his case, it came to an end. But he has now to leave the world and send the Spirit of truth, which is himself, into the hearts of those who are about to leave it. That all these things will rapidly unfold within them. So everyone is going to have this identical experience. And in waking, I knew it was a play. It's like the actor when the final curtain is coming down. And so it is over. And then comes the scroll, this beautiful script, powerful, very large letters. A very simple way to read it. The end of the play is self in self and risen. And then I woke. It was 6:15. And that story is every man's story. So I tell you, fear not this waking death. You cannot die. And what the world is afraid of calls Satan. Satan is only the body of doubt. A thing that is not. It all vanishes. Get behind me, you doubter. So when she was confronted with a man wearing my face, And not a thing could actually persuade her at the moment it was not Neville standing before her. It was her own deep speaking, challenging herself. Do you really believe it? And I had to deny, play the part of denier, the one that she trusted, the friend she trusted. And then to tell her the whole thing is false. And mock her, telling her there is no God, nor Son of God. That the human imagination, the divine body of the Lord Jesus, is all a delusion. And she had to answer from within her, in her own way, I know thee, O Lord. Not speaking to the silly, stupid one who wore my face, for that was a mask that her depth wore. That's how powerful he is.